Hey guys, it's Supermoto, and I appreciate you clicking on this video today. And in today's video, I'm going to be unpacking the hydroblasted parts and just explaining a little how it was done and the quality of the job and things like that. So let's go. So here you can see I got the parts back from hydroblasting. These I'm going to unpack just now. This one I already opened, and look how freaking clean that is. Shiny, bare aluminum. But I will be coating it with clear coat, high temp resistant, because you know, aluminum, if it's going to stay like this unprotected, it's going to become like powdery, oxidized, and obviously nobody wants that. You want it smooth, protected, so you can wash it off from all the oils and everything. So yeah, let's unpack it. I forgot to show you something. So, eating breakfast, editing, and I went to Lidl and found these magnetic trays for screws and small parts. Got the big one too, and got some masking tape. The masking tape is going to be used to clear coat these parts. Guys, let's not waste any time. Let me put on my shoes real quick and get in the garage. The bike is looking hot as hell. And let's take the knife and head upstairs. Also gotta pet the dog. He needs some love too. So yeah, going up in my room, close the door. In total, the hydroblasting cost me 80 bucks and took about a week. So let's unpack them. Let's start with the cylinder head cover. They did say all the paint and primer didn't get removed, because the hydroblasting is a pretty gentle way of cleaning parts, but nonetheless, as you'll see, it did turn out really clean. The paint got matte, and yeah, it's clean from both sides. So let's set that to the side and proceed with the next part. Next part is a flywheel. As you can see, they did a pretty good job with the packing, so I kind of gave up with the knife and just ripped it open. All the parts did have an oily residue. If I had to guess, it's probably just some regular WD-40, so the parts don't oxidize quickly after the washing. Next part is a 28 mil Delorto PHBH carb, and I did have to fully disassemble this one before sending it off to cleaning, so the abrasive gets in all the nooks and crannies. And also, it did have a 115 main jet. It does need at least a 120 unrestricted. Next part is the clutch cover. It wasn't all that dirty, but it did have some purple paint on the Aprilia logo, and it also did have some residue silicone gasket maker, so I just kind of swept it off and blew it off. Both sides got cleaned really well. Also, while I was grocery shopping, I got these little magnetic trays from Lidl. As you already know, disassembling something, always losing small screws and nuts and small parts. So these will keep them in place and keep them nice and organized. This was some packing paper. And as you can see, the knife is basically half plastic, but the magnets are strong enough to hold it in place. Also got the bigger version, and as you'll see later on, it's perfect for holding a carb and all the small parts. Also passes the knife test. So let's get the baggie with the carb parts. So let's take the tray, put the carb on the tray, and take all the parts out of the bag. These are still dirty, still oily. I will spray them with some brake cleaner and spray some compressed air to fully get them cleaned before reassembling the carb. So guys, I went to the store, got some brake cleaner to decrease the parts before spraying them with clear coat. Also got normal clear coat. I will be spraying a high temperature resistant clear coat on the crankcase, but on the clutch case and the carb I will be spraying some normal one. So I'll show you. These bearings are brand new coil bearings. All these ones too. For these bearings I did have to use a special puller tool to get it out. Also got some brand new bearings in here, and it's all nice and clean, hydroblasted. So what I'll do now is I'll get the masking tape and get it open and basically mask off all these surfaces where I don't want any clear coat to go. Unfortunately, I already removed all the old bearings, didn't do it on camera, but I did check them all and they were okay, except one bearing, this one. I don't know if you can see, but it has play. And it's loud, so this one is trash, but the rest were okay. But I did change them out anyways, because obviously it's better to have everything new when you rebuild the engine. And these were all the new bearings, 6 bearings. Still didn't put on the crankshaft bearings, because in the store they only gave me one. I don't know why, honestly, don't even know if they charged me for 2, but what can you do? Gotta get one more. So here you can see me masking off one of the crankcase halves. And here I'm just cutting off the excess parts carefully, not to cut and damage the mating / sealing surfaces of the cases. I also had to kind of mask off the place where the cylinder gets mounted so none of the bearings get any clear coat on them. Once again, cutting off the excess masking tape, being extra careful not to scratch the mating surfaces where the gaskets seat. So guys, as you can see, I already masked off both cases, and what I'm thinking is I will basically put them together like this, and I'm going to take some brake cleaner and like spray it from both sides, degrease it, and when that's done I'll take some high temp resistant clear coat and just like spray it all over in a couple of coats so it stays shiny and no oils and dirt get stuck to it, and so it's easier to wash. So what I'm gonna do is take some Scotch-Brite, add and polish up and clean some imperfections like you see here. Some oxidation and rust. So let's go. So what I'll do now is spray some brake cleaner and take some Q-tips and cotton swabs and just like kind of degrease it. So now it's all sprayed and cleaned up with Scotch-Brite. Now I kind of just need to let it evaporate and get all nice and dry, and then we will proceed with the clear coat. So it's all nice and dry now, and we'll spray one more coat of this heat-resistant clear coat, and then we're going to degrease and do the same to the clutch cover and the flywheel, and then we'll spray some regular clear coat to these. So I shook it up really well, and let's proceed with the second coat. So now we let it dry, and I'll take it inside and take off the masking paper and spray the clutch cover and the flywheel. So degreasing everything. Help it dry faster. Now shake it for 2 minutes and let's spray. So I shook it up. Now I need to remove this piece and let's spray. I will say this does spray much better than the heat resistant one. So did get overspray. I'll fix it real quick. So what you do is you take some masking tape, find the place you oversprayed, and just kind of do that. And it should fix it at least a little bit. Yep, it's much better. This trick works really well, If you do spray too much and it starts running or dripping, you can use this trick.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Right here, I'm cleaning up my own mess, just trying to fix everything, getting all the dirt and rocks off, so yeah. Here you can see I did respray the coating and did clean up everything after the drop, so here's the finished product. If you ask me, honestly, it looks amazing. It almost looks like the cases are brand new. They are shiny, they do look better in person, and everything is just top notch, so the work has been worth it. So guys, this is the end of my second video, and if you watched this far, thank you so much. Consider liking, commenting, subscribing. It does help a lot because I'm new on YouTube. And feel free to critique me in the comments section. If you didn't like something, write it down. I didn't like this and this, you could do this better. I would appreciate that, since I make the content for you guys. And honestly, there's just so much I want to show you. There are so many ideas. I want to make so much content for you guys. So I really do hope that you enjoy and you're watching with a smile and with interest. So yeah guys, it was Supermoto. Remember, stay snazzy and see you in the next video.